This is a game I'm really looking forward to. Scotland take on the Springboks. Both teams are in good form of late, and this is a huge game to decide who qualifies from Pool B. Whoever loses will be under masses of pressure to face Ireland in what will have to be a sort of knockout game. So look, this game is really important for both teams in terms of getting out of the pool. Both teams have named absolutely stacked lineups with some great head-to-heads. I'm just going to briefly go through the teams. You've got Schoeman, Turner and Fagerson, really nice strong front row. But then you look at the Springboks front row of Kitsov, Marks and Malherbe, one of the best, if not the best, front row in world rugby. Scotland at scrum time have to be so sharp, get that ball in, get it out. Do not be taking on the box up front, because it's going to be one hell of a long day if you're conceding scrum penalties. Second rows, you've got Richie Gray and Grant Gilchrist for Scotland against Eben Etzebeth and Franco Mostert. Two strong second row combinations, Etzebeth being sort of the star name out of the four of them. But that'll be a really good contest in the line-outs. Khaleesi joining the box for the line-out also. It's always good to have a number 6. I think Richie does as well. Might be mistaken, maybe Darge can go up in line-outs, but it's always good when you can have flankers that you can throw in the air, because it adds that third or even fourth line-out option. Now this is the head-to-head that I'm really looking forward to. You have Visa against Dempsey, or Dempsey against Visa. Look, this is going to be a crucial battle in terms of who can get that front foot ball, who can give their 10s, Libbok and Russell, the front foot go forward ball. Look, Libbok and Russell are both amazing on the front foot, and look, I'd say both of them. I mean, Libbok barely has to be on the back foot, because the Bok pack is usually on the front foot, but neither of these two 10s particularly like being on the back foot. They're both attacking 10s and really like to take the ball to the line. So look, it's the job of 1-8 and 1-8 to generate the front foot ball, in which can allow the 10s to flourish. Another battle in there, Richie, the Scotland captain, against Sia Khaleesi. The captain versus captain will be one hell of a battle. Both incredible players. Richie very good over the ball, Khaleesi good over the ball. Khaleesi maybe has the more of the running game and the ability to sort of beat defenders through power, whereas Richie is potentially more of a jackal threat, although he can run it in also. Now moving on to the backlines, two incredibly exciting backlines. Scotland do pride themselves on their ability to score tries and attack. You've got Ben White and Finn Russell at 9 and 10 against Faf de Klerk and Manny Libbok. Two very strong 9-10 combinations. Ben White and de Klerk both love to run that ball. I'd say both their options is to, can we play instead of resorting to a kick like an England team might do. Look, how can we make meters via running, which is always nice to see. Russell and Libbok, two good goal kickers, which will be very important in this match. A lot of pressure on Libbok in the absence of Hondere Pollard. Both of these two 10s will have to be nailing their 3-pointers to allow their teams to win. Moving into the centres, Tuipulotu against Diolande. Like for like, I would say you'd probably edge to Diolande in terms of being the better player, although Tuipulotu is in very good form. Both of them the same sort of mould of player, very abrasive, tough, hard runners, which will look to generate that momentum for their team. The 13s, two good running attacking threats in Hugh Jones and Jesse Creel. Both, as I say, good running threats, both got heaps of pace between them. Probably Creel being the faster of the two, but that's another really good matchup. Now, talking of pace, let's move into the back three. You've got Van der Merwe against Colby. Van der Merwe is a South African, not South African player, but born and bred in South Africa, came over to Scotland to apply his trade. Very good winger, very difficult to tackle, but look, Colby will certainly not be losing any sleep. He packs a punch for his weight, fights well above his weight, and he's got his own attacking threats himself. Look, Van der Merwe against Colby on a one-on-one. When Van der Merwe's got the ball, you'd back Van der Merwe to make meters and potentially go over the top of Colby, but Colby would skin Van der Merwe in a phone box via his footwork. So look, a very intriguing matchup there. Onto the other wing, you've got Arantza against Graham. Two players with elite level footwork and two players that are very good in the air. So that'll be a really good battle also. And then at fullback, you've got two players in Kinghorn and Willemse that can kick a ball for miles. Both the boot of both these 15s will be crucial to deciding the sort of how the territory is distributed between the two teams, who can play in the right areas, and get their team in the opposition 22. Willemse is probably the more attacking sort of runner of the two, very evasive, very fast, and look, Willemse can really play anywhere across the backs. So yeah, a very talented player. Now, in terms of the bench, the Boks have gone for a 6-2 split, 6 forwards and 2 backs, which is what they're really known for these days. Bringing on that bomb squad off the bench is going to be a terror for Scotland. You know, you sort of see 50-minute mark, Kitsoff, Marks and Malherbe have just been dominating. Oh, thank God they're going off. No, they bring on Umbiombi and just Kosh and Niche. Oh, it's just going to be, it's not nice for the Scots to see. In terms of the backs on the bench for Springboks, you've got Willie LaRue, who I was surprised isn't starting. He potentially brings a little bit more expansive distribution game to Willemse, but Willemse does bring the pace and the finishing ability. Scotland, in terms of their bench, Matt Fagerson, I think is going to have a big role in terms of adding to the physicality. I don't know, maybe he comes on for Darge or Dempsey. A very good ball carrier is Fagerson, so he'll be looking to add what he can. Last time out, the score was 30 points to 15 in the favour of the Springboks. Scotland will be desperate to reverse that result and get on the winning side. As I say, this is a crucial match for the outcome of Pool B. The bookies predict South Africa to come out with a victory with a relatively comfortable margin. But look, this game, I'm not going to say it can go either way, because you have to give the Boks their credit. They are massive favourites, especially coming off the All Black demolition job 2 weeks ago. In my opinion, I do think Boks will win, and I do think it'll be close throughout patches of the game. I do think the Boks will, the same way France did, maybe pull away at the end. But look, it's going to be a very good contest between the two, and best luck to both teams, and I look forward to seeing how they get on. As always, leave your comments on the team selections and your opinions on who's going to win the game. I don't want to see anyone changing their prediction, so set it in stone in the comments, and we'll see what happens in the end. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.